Hi everybody, this video is for people who have a PC Nitrado private server for DayZ and want to customize it by uploading some XML files. Now, you probably know from my videos I've done quite a few videos on modding console DayZ on Nitrado server, so Xbox and PlayStation. But recently I've got this baby, so I've started to experiment a little bit with PC modding. And obviously it's quite complicated, and you tend to get attracted towards putting like Steam Workshop mods on and stuff like that. However, the simplest way to adjust DayZ, I think, in terms of making quality of life changes and some interesting changes as well without changing the core gameplay of DayZ, by introducing things that the developers, haven't put in, well, too much of that stuff, is just to change the XML files. And basically what you're doing is you're changing the loot table. And what I've done is, already for console, I've done 3 packs of XML files that you can download and use, and you can use them on your DayZ PC private Nitrado server as well. This is the dashboard and the settings for my PC one, and as you can see, it's very similar to the console ones. However, you do have access to a lot more, but all the basic files are all in the same. They're all in the same place as well. So you can go in and you can stop the server and you can upload these different files. Now, generally, what you would be doing is you would be stopping the server, reinstalling it. Make sure the server stopped, and then upload these files, then restart the server. So what are these files then? What 3 packs have I done? What you might be interested in? Well, the first one I called Vanilla Plus, and to use these packs, what you have to do is go to the link in the YouTube description below this video, and if you're watching this somewhere apart from YouTube, click through to YouTube so you can see the description. You might have to click more to see it, and once you get to that video, click more so you can see all this stuff, and there's a load of files for all of the details of exactly what the differences are. If you click and download the changelog, you'll end up and look at it in a text editor, you'll see something like this. And with the changelog for each set of files, I list most of the changes. I should have included them all that I have done for that set of XML files. So what you can expect if you install these XML files. Then what you have is lots of different XML files, so globals, events, map group, proto, spawnable types, etc. So what you do is you download those to your local computer, and then you upload them, and then with the server stopped, you then upload them using this here to the correct place in the in your server. Remember, you can search for them. Now, each individual video as well, I go through the description of what the files do, but I also give you the instructions on how to install them. The only difference is that when you're installing them on console, you have to there's a bit you go through where you keep the original XML files, so it's done slightly different. So you can't do that on the PC. The PC, you have to do a reinstall to wipe everything, make sure the server's stopped, upload the XML files, then restart the server so everything starts to work that way. So Vanilla Plus was the first one I did, and basically Vanilla Plus, what you get is the little 4x4 Jeeps spawning complete, and they have a fuel can of fuel in the boot, so you just need to add the fuel, go and find some water, put water in it, it'll work. Added the C-130 as a crash site, so that's the big cargo plane. There's more helicopter crash sites in general. Added the coloured weapons, and there's more bears and wolves, and there's more food and drink and that sort of stuff. So the idea of that is it doesn't really change, more nails as well, that sort of thing. Doesn't really change the core gameplay experience of DayZ, but it makes a few quality of life things. It's slightly easier to find food, slightly easier to find nails, slightly easier to find some of the cool weapons. You've got the nice surprise of the C-130 every now and again, and it's slightly easier to find a vehicle, because you can find it's not easy to find a vehicle, but if you find an Ada 4x4 Jeep, it's got all the bits on it. So that went down well with the people on my private servers. They really enjoyed that one. And then the other one is called Chernarus PvP. Now, the idea with this set of files was to slightly alter the gameplay experience, whereby weapons would spawn on the coast more, and in the towns and villages more, so that once you spawned into Chernarus, and I say Chernarus, now these do work on Livonia as well, but I never tested them on Livonia, so you know, your results will vary. I tested them on Chernarus. So for example, along the coast you'll find shotguns and shotgun ammo. You'll find Mosans and SKSs in the villages and towns, and you'll find submachine guns in police stations, fire stations, hospitals and clinics. Weapons all spawn in with magazines, and all magazines spawn in full of bullets as well. Oh, and the Mosans and SKSs I think spawn in with scopes on, but I don't think they spawn in with bullets, the Mosans and SKSs, because they have internal clips, so you have to find your own bullets. You've got the coloured and black weapon variants, and it does, I think it's, yeah, you still get things like the you get more C-130 crash sites. There's loads more things like FALs and VSSs, and the ADAs spawn in, you know, ready to go as like the other one. So again, the idea of this is you spawn in on the coast, and it's much easier to find a weapon like a shotgun. Then you can go to a town, and as long as you find a fire station, a police station, or a clinic or a hospital, you can then get a submachine gun. Then you can make your way to the military bit, so it's much easier to get equipped. So you know, if you've got more of a PvP type server, that would be cool. And the final one is called PvE Season 2, and with this one I kind of roll back some of the PvP aspects, because my private servers are PvE only. And so basically I doubled the helicopter crashes with this one. You get the C-130 cargo plane crash. There's another bear, another wool pack, a gun spawning with mags spawning with bullets. Oh, I think with all three of these items spawning pristine. M4s and AK-74s spawn in lower tier military areas, so you can find a really nice gun, you know, fairly close to the coast. SMGs are in police stations, fire stations, not hospitals or clinics. I kind of took them out of that. There's more compasses, more duct tape, more water balls, more canteens, more sharpening stones, and there's quite a few surprises in this XML pack as well. What that means is there's things like the sword is in there, there's books in there. I went through the files and looked for everything that you can spawn into the world but doesn't spawn in at the moment, and spawn them in. I won't go through all of them. So that, again, that's aimed more at a PvE, player environment type server. Improving quality of life a little bit. I mean, I haven't increased things very much, it's just a little bit, to make things better for people on your private server. So there we go. Hopefully that's helpful. Again, if you're maybe struggling with modding on DayZ PC and just want a ready to go experience, you know, you can just download these XML files, reinstall your server, stop it, install these XML files, we'll upload them, restart it, and then and you'll have that slightly different DayZ. Okay, hopefully that's useful. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.